Hello, my next plan is going to be what can I do with this old, looks like half rotten birch. We're going to cut it up and see what we got. I do have a lot of other, I believe this is called cherry birch. So I wanted to see what it looks like before I actually got too involved in this. So this one here, let me show it to you. This one here has a very bad bottom here. That's one of the reasons why I cut it down. I was afraid it was going to rot on me. I might want to get the chainsaw and square up that one end there before I go too far. That makes it a little bit easier to find the pith. You see, this tree does not look like it's in the best shape. It's already showing some checks down there. But I want to see what I can get out of it. At the very least, I should be able to get maybe some stickers out of it. So we're going to see what we can get. At times, this saw can be a pain in the butt. Now, if you look at this log, it looks like half of it's going to be good, and this part here is going to be bad. So maybe we'll try to maybe roll this part on the. Should I put on the bottom or the top? That's a good question. Not quite sure yet. You can see the pith is about right here. All this is rotten. So I'm going to end up probably cut about here. Toward the end of the video, I'll actually show you what lumber I got cut out of this log. This is the bigger end here, but it looks like, let me find my tape measure. Looks like this end might have to come up. on the location of the piss. About 5 inches. And on this end, the other end is about 8 inches. Now that's kind of oddball. That means I have to bring this end up. Okay, right now I'm getting ready to lift the other end up. I've got to get what I use, the car jack. And also I got to get my board that spans the distance. And I also want to make sure it's securely clamped. But you may see later in the video I didn't do a good job. One of the good things about editing these videos, I see where I've made my mistake. I am a novice sawyer, so I do have a lot of learning to do. As I look at this again, you see the big bow towards the other end that comes up. If I might have turned it 90 degrees to the log before I tried to actually level out the piss, it might have served me better, and maybe I wouldn't have, I would have prevented a little bit dangerous situation later on. And here you see, as I was raising it up, the plant fell down, the log shifting. Now, it wasn't that dangerous of a situation, but if I could have had the hand in the wrong spot or something like that, it might have been more. Sometimes as you do raise these, it wants to loosen up those clamps a little bit. And you see, I kind of had a hard time getting it back in spot with the jack straight underneath it. I suppose the rotten end maybe had something to do with it. Maybe not really using a real good end board using it. But next time I need to maybe make sure I don't have to crank it up quite as far, and maybe make sure the jack is set better. I did have to reset the jack, take it all the way down and reset, kind of start all over again, but eventually I'll get it. Now that I got the piss where I want them, I'm going to get the saw ready to do the first cut. Make sure that the chain is tightened, that the water's on and turned on, and, you know, all the good stuff. So then right after that, we can get cutting.
As you will see, as I was turning this board 90 degrees, I forgot to take the toe board out, which caused a little bit of a lineup problem again. It's not the first time I've done that, but as I've been sawing lately, I am getting better at getting it out. Like I said, I am a new sawyer, so I'm trying to get used to the routine that I need to do. But I did get the pits aligned, and we will begin cutting here in a minute once I get it all set up. But looking at the video once again, I wonder if it wouldn't have been better just to go 180 and saw that one end off first and then try to do it. But these are things I'm going to learn as I go along, how to view a log. Next time I may try to go 180, flip, and see how it affects the actual cutting procedures. As you can see, this is giving me about a 6 by 9 inch cant to work with. Okay, this is what I got since I quit cutting here. These are 1 inch by 1 inch. They'll make stickers. I've got two 1 by 4s, and I've got two 1 by 6s. These are actually 1 inch thick. These ones are 3/4 inches. I'm planning on using these for like a paneling. And these are 6 inches wide. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. So I don't know how they're going to come out and how they're going to dry, because that was a rotten one, but I thought this would give me an opportunity to start cutting some hardwood and try cutting 3/4 inch and see how it comes out. See what they look like. Say they use this type of wood for like trim and stuff like that, so we'll see how it works out. And that's going to be it for the day. We had a very rainy morning, so I didn't get a lot done.
But I did get this log cut up, and I got some lumber stacked and cut up. So this is a good piece out of a half of a bad timber. We'll see how it stacks and dries. But once again, thank you for viewing. Thank you for your time. And help an old man out, and please subscribe. And once again, old man with the plan. I'll see you later.